You went to school to memorize facts you never use. You were trained to raise your hand, wait your turn, and follow instructions. Then they told you, get a job, work 40 hours a week, give half of it to tax, retire at 67 if you're lucky. That's not a life. That's a script. And most people don't question it because they're too tired from living it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it.
The end of cash could be near, and a new currency system could come sooner than many of us are considering. So today, we're going to investigate why so many bank branches are closing down across the world and ask the question, is this the beginning of the end for cash? And then we're also going to dig into a report where economists are sounding the alarm on what they say is the #1 biggest risk for the Trump presidency, which are bank runs. Now, personally, I find that extremely suspicious because some of those same people are also saying that the economy is strong. Well, if the definition of a strong economy is drowning in $37 trillion in overwhelming debt that's going to be passed on to my unborn grandchildren to pay, then yeah, our economy is super strong. Now, we're also going to cover the Fed's recent banking stress test that was ran on 22 different banks, all of which, probably no surprise to you, passed with flying colors. However, many people are saying that the stress test was the easiest stress test ever performed on banks, not because the banks are super strong and resilient, but because they are incapable of handling a true real-life economic collapse stress test. Now, think about it, guys. They stress tested about $550 billion in defaults. We have about $600 trillion in derivatives alone. $550 billion isn't even 1% of that $600 trillion. All of that to say happy Tuesday and welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. You guys already know that this video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Mitch Vexler, sir, how are you this morning?
Good morning. Gold is up just a hair. It's up about $35. NASDAQ is down 0.22%. It's basically been a very flat evening and early morning in the markets. We'll see what the day brings. But this should be a very interesting video because you're seeing it yourself in your own neighborhoods as to what's happening. We're going to explain it in a few minutes with regard to the banks and the closures of the branches.
This article is brought to us by Zero Hedge on June 28th, which was this Saturday, titled "The End of Bank Branches: How Europe's Digital Euro and Stablecoins Are Reshaping Finance." Now, I thought it was really important to go over this, even though predominantly this article is talking about Germany, because we are experiencing all of the same things as Germany. The digital age is dawning, repetitive tasks are being automated, and technologies like artificial intelligence and autonomous vehicles are reshaping our daily lives. Just as the financial sector is undergoing a profound digital transformation, the slow disappearance of physical bank branches is one of the clearest signs of this upheaval. The desertion of Germany's town centers is a symptom of this new era. High rents, shrinking consumer power, and demographic decline, especially in rural areas, collide with the shockwaves of e-commerce and a rapidly digitized economy. More and more of our consumer habits are migrating online, and the banking industry, long anchored by its brick and mortar branches, is no exception. Now, this is a long-term trend. And again, as I was reading that, I'm sure you guys were thinking that, yeah, we are going through the exact same thing here in America. The quiet death of Germany's bank branch networks has been underway for years, a global phenomenon driven by customers embracing online banking, decentralized access to investment portfolios, and other digital financial services. The latest data presented confirms this trend. In 2023 alone, German banks closed approximately 560 branches. That's a 2.8% reduction in just 1 year. That may sound like a moderate consolidation, but in context is part of a decades-long structural shift. 10 years ago, German banks operated more than 35,000 branches. A quarter century ago, that number was closer to 60,000, but today they only have 18,933. In March, industry giant Deutsche Bank announced major job cuts during its annual press conference, citing the need to boost cost efficiency in light of ongoing sector changes. We are witnessing a fundamental transformation in the German banking sector. And again, you guys, that's that's spreading well past Germany into really the entire world. Customer consultations, he explained,
Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Chodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace salutation to the Akim doing his work and keep sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, want to do this lesson, okay, going into this topic, that I've seen scrolling through YouTube, and it's bank runs, man. Guy said that in a report, all right, that the biggest threat that kind of faces Trump presidency is bank runs, okay? And we saw a bank run, I believe that was last year, with the Silicon Valley Bank, where the bank closed and ran off with the bag, man. Ran off with the bag, man. And what the hell are you gonna do about it? What are you people gonna do about it, man? You Babylonians, when they take your your whole checking and savings account, you can't even log into the app. What you gonna do then, man? I had Capital One, and recently I left them motherfuckers, man. They was always on some bullshit. But it's nothing like, not getting paid when you're supposed to get paid and not being able to access your money, man. That shit will drive you crazy. Okay? Which I believe that Capital One was just doing that shit as a test run any damn way. But eventually all these banks are gonna start to dwindle out, man. And they're gonna take your money on the way out. All right, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay, and you're gonna have a million people plus, calling the FDIC all at the same time, thinking they about to get some money. Because as they say, oh, this is a FDIC insured. Your money is insured up to $250,000. Hey, these people full of shit, man. Okay, tell that to the people that lost their money in Silicon Valley Bank, man. Okay. And a lot of these Edomites, they got over 250K in their bank account, man. Okay, so all that money is uninsured. But Esau is so quick to tell you, put your money in the bank, put your money in the bank. Okay, and the bank ain't secure. Okay, there's nothing secure about the Babylon's economy right now, man. Nothing at all. Okay, but you people still put trust into this thing, man. An economy solely based on debt. All right, that's insane, man. Holy shit, get your ass off the street, man. Damn, Babylonians are nuts, man. And everywhere you go now, you see banks closing. All right, if you got a certain bank, now that you look at it, that bank ain't ever open. It used to be like with Capital One, it used to be banks all around the loop of Houston, man. Now, if you look at Capital One Bank, it's only like seem like 3 banks still in Houston, and they all on the freaking Southwest. Okay, because hey, them interest rates are hiked up. It ain't no easy, cheap money. All right, so why have a brick and mortar bank when ain't nobody coming in there? And everybody's doing everything online. Okay, And plus, these banks know eventually, the whole banking system is going to be centralized, man. All right, through the government, okay, and through that MOTB. All right, ain't gonna be no damn 50 million banks, man. All right, the government gonna be the damn bank. Okay, and all you people that think that all you people that think that you got all these comforts and you got all these sureties here in America, man, take that up take that idea to the people in what was that at the Carolinas, they got left for dead out there, and they was Edomites, during them fucking storms and shit, whole houses swept away, insurance ain't coming through. Tell that to the people in the damn Palisades fires. You think they all gonna get paid out? Or in Hawaii, all right, where they did the controlled burn? You think any of them people? I mean, some of them gonna get paid out, but you think all of them gonna get paid out? Man, hell no. Okay, these insurance companies are just starting to remove, their policies from whole cities, man, whole neighborhoods and shit. All right, because they can't afford it, which they can afford it, but they just greedy as devils. Okay, they'd rather close up shop and keep their money in their pocket than do what they that they signed a contract to do. You sitting there paying, I don't even know what a damn house insurance is now. Especially in California, that shit could be monthly, could be fucking $1,000. And you paying that shit every month, and something happened, and they sent a fucking bitch, a fucking ass Edomite out there with a clipboard, talking about, nah, you don't qualify, man. You gonna want to rip his damn head off. All right. So imagine when millions of people go to the bank and see that their money ain't in there, man. All hell gonna break loose, man. Sedition gonna be at an all-time high for that lack of bread, as the scriptures say. Okay, but these people don't have no freaking idea, no clue what the hell's going on. We've been hearing all this talk about FF, this whole time. You start putting it on the mainstream that you got thousands of Iranian so-called refugees over here, and you still gonna have dumbasses out, on July 4th, at parades and all this shit, when the FF could just pop off. These people ain't nothing but fucking NPCs, man. You jakes. So like, you jakes, man. You make all these jokes about NPCs and all this shit. You young people of Babylon. You make all these jokes about NPCs, man. But all you people are fucking NPCs, man. You all operate under the same low frequency, man. And you do any and everything that this devil prescribes you to do. All right. So you all fucking NPCs, man. All right. Stuck in the matrix. All right. But that's all I had. I pray that this lesson is edifying and shalom.